each game. He goes, oh yeah, Jinx plays South Carolina. Next game, you went to the next game. Will, you didn't even answer. You didn't even say, oh yeah, I got so and so. You just like, yeah, okay. And then next game. So who you got, Will? Who you got? South Carolina Jinx. I got South Carolina. Who you got, Damon?
I got the Trojans, man. I'm not gonna let for my city. So I got Jinx, man.
Okay.
I'm a believer.
I love that. You supposed to take Jinx. You got to keep it safe up there the whole time.
I love they accepted that challenge though, because I like how a lot of the teams that we mentioned are taking those out-of-state matchups. But South Lake Carroll, that's a monster in Texas, so that's going to tell a lot about what the Trojans going to do this season.
How many out-of-state matchups we got this week? We got Dallas, Kimball, and Douglas. We got Jinx playing South Lake Carroll. You said Broken Arrows playing a team out of Arkansas.
And Union.
Was that 4?
Yeah.
So, okay.
You don't see that very much. I was talking to Coach Turner already a little earlier and how they were trying to get that going. So it's good that they got that going pretty early, and I think that'll just continue to grow in our state.
Look, Jamie, you were at practice earlier. You got to watch Douglas practice and Kimball practice. What did that look like?
I think Douglas is ready, man. The offense is going to look good. The defense is going to show. But, Kimball's coming all the way from Dallas, and they didn't come all the way to lose. They look like they got some boys. They look like a good disciplined program. So I'm ready to see what they actually look like when the lights come on.
Yeah, I think I'm interested in what Kimball does, too. They were 7-4 last year in 4A football in the state of Texas. So that'll be interesting. Very interesting. Douglas is coming off one of the best seasons they've had in a long time, winning Soul Bowl and all that. So we'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens. In the meantime, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back. And stay tuned for the rest of the show. Welcome back to Super Prep Guys, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Miles Perry. I'm here with Damon Dawson. We had technical difficulties the first 10 minutes, apparently, and we fixed it. But we're going to run through that real quick again. We're going to bring my guy, Will Green, Super Prep Insider, correspondent of Tulsa, 105.3 K Jams. If you're in T-Town watching, you're going to get on Super Prep, hit up our guy, Will Green. But Will, let's go through the predictions again. And don't skip the first one. You can't not predict the first games of week 0 for Tulsa Public Schools, and Tulsa Schools in error. So let's hear your list again.
I got Jinx beating South Lake. We're gonna get that out the way now. I'm believing in Jinx. I got Jinx beating South Lake. Booker T beating Collinsville. Broken Arrow is playing Harbor and Springdale. I got Broken Arrow winning because I'm my city. Union, Bentonville, Arkansas. McAllister winning Bow. Sand Springs winning against Deer Creek. Cassia Hall beating Holland Hall. Central versus McLean. I got McLean winning that. I think McLean skunked them last year, so hopefully it's a better game this year, but we're going to see. Bigsby versus Owasso at Owasso. Bigsby won state 31-17 last year, finished undefeated. They've won 11 times in the last 12 years, 8 years straight state. I'm inclined to believe Bigsby's gonna win again. So that's what I got for this week, and yeah, we're gonna see.
And for ladies and gentlemen watching, what we said earlier, I got South Lake Carroll, Texas beating Jinx. I think Jamin does too.
I'm gonna have to agree. They got NFL sons on that team. That's just a different pedigree, bro. That's just different.
And they win 6-8. I mean, were they 6-8 Texas?
I think they're 5A in Texas.
They win 5A in Texas every other year, don't? Or they in the mix every other year. Quinn Ewers went to South Lake Carroll.
They putting guys in the mix. The Brock Boyd, freshman at Ohio State, receiver. So they might have a little Ohio State pipeline going on.
No, and and I want to go back to what we were talking about before we knew we had technical difficulties on air. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, they're watching. Jamin, you were at the Dallas Kimball Douglas practice today. And for ladies and gentlemen that don't know, in Oklahoma City, Dallas Kimball will be here, or they're already here. They're playing at Douglas High School tomorrow against Douglas. Dallas Kimball. Yes, I said Dallas Kimball, not Kimball. They're from the city of Dallas, Texas. They're coming up here to play the Douglas Trojans tomorrow. Was it 7 p.m. kickoff?
Yes, sir.
And Jamin's going to talk a little about. He was at practice today. Jamin, how was that?
Practice was good. I think Coach Turner got his guys in a good spot right now. Got them locked in as much as possible. And then I saw Kimball. They had their walkthrough right after. Now, Kimball definitely has some guys. What they say about Texas is real. They definitely are bigger. They got some guys that can ball. But, it's different seeing a walkthrough and clips from last year. I'm ready to see it week 1 tomorrow night when the lights are on. So I think it'll be a great game. It's a great test for both teams. And that'll just be a great marker to see what they'll do throughout the rest of the season. And,
Jamin, you'll be calling the game tomorrow with Mr. Doolittle live on the air. And me and Marie, the voice of the Millwood Falcons, Maurice Prince, will be calling the Millwood and Marlowe game tomorrow. And tomorrow, our guy Will Green in Tulsa will be at the Battle of the Burbs, Owasso versus Bigsby, rematch of the 6A1 state championship game. And then we'll have a bunch of other Super Prep correspondents at games around the city and the state. So stay tuned to the social media, you guys, tomorrow, and the live streams here at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and 92.1 Heart and Soul to hear the Millwood Falcons take on Marlowe. But besides that, you guys excited for high school football this year?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Man, I'm geeked. There's still some other games. We got Norman North, because we talked to Nash Henry. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Sorry, Nash, we ain't going to make it. We said we was coming.
Yeah, we wanted to, but, things happen. We get booked up over here. But we'll definitely be watching and reporting that. We got Mustang and Choctaw as well. That's been probably getting the most buzz I've been hearing, word of mouth in the city. So that'll be a good game. It's D1 players on both sides of the ball. We know what Anthony Keys can do coming from Millwood. So I'm kind of ready to see that one too.
And before we let Will go, I have to make an announcement since you guys didn't get here earlier. Every year before the OKC Blue Play game in December. It's called the Court of Dreams. Langston always plays in the game. It's on December 5th this year. The game is brought to you by OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and Super Prep. This year the game is Langston Lions. This is men's basketball, by the way. Langston Lions men's basketball team versus Oklahoma City University's men's basketball team in the Court of Dreams, December 5th at Paycom. We will be live streaming the game. I have the pleasure of being sideline reporter of that game. You guys, it's a game you can't miss. Tim Moser's the new head basketball coach, men's basketball coach at Oklahoma City University, and he's going to have those guys right by then. They do have 9 transfers coming in, you guys. 6 of those players are European.
That's going to be something to see.
Yeah, European. They have 2 from Australia, 1 from Switzerland, 1 from the Czech Republic. I think 1 from France, too. So, yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like the Langston Lions and Coach Conkey going to have their hands full for that.
It's going to be a good game. Well, then, all of OCU stars, they went to Langston. So it's going to be the new stars versus the Lion stars, right? And Coach Conkey. But shout out to Langston. Shout out to OCU. Can't wait for the game. Will, thank you for coming on, brother. We'll see you next week. We are now going to bring in the head football coach for Kimball High School, Brandon Bam Harrison. Coach Harrison, we see you. You look good, Coach.
Wait a minute, man. Do I need to put this thing?
Oh. I think technical difficulties. We're going to get it fixed real quick. I think it's, the Wi-Fi in the hotel room. There he is.
There we go.
There we go. Coach, we see you, Coach. Hey, Coach, we think you mute yourself. Is there a red mic on your screen you can click real quick? Here. I think
So we can see you, but we can't hear you yet, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, your mic's muted real quick. I think there might be a mic button right there on the screen. If you tap your screen, and you can see the mic. You see the? Oh, it's green. Click it one more time. Okay, we got you. We got you, Coach. We got some tactical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Coach gonna get right back on. What are you looking forward to talk to Coach Harrison about, Damon?
Man, he's had an extensive career around the game of football. He's been an outstanding high school player. He's coaching for his alma mater now. Went on to play Division I football at University of Illinois. Did some big things. He transferred his senior year, but still made it to the league. I believe he got drafted by the Chargers in '95, and he played for the Philadelphia Eagles as well. And he's had a great coaching career too. He's coached at DeSoto High School. He had a good long career there. Won a state championship. I think anybody that's familiar with Texas high school football knows who DeSoto is and their long track record. So, coached there for a while. He had another stop coaching high school as well, and went to help TCU Horned Frogs. He did that for a while, and now he's back at his alma mater. So really just to kind of pick his brain about how he's seen the game change, how he sees the game, most importantly. And then, of course, set the stage for what his team's traveled hundreds of miles to come do tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to watch that game back because I'm not going to get a chance to be there, but you will. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm interested to see what it looks like. Oh, there's Coach Harrison. Coach,
all right.
We can hear you,
Yes,
Coach.
sir.
Yeah. All right, I'm back.
Coach Harrison, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. We just got to the hotel from our walkthrough. So the kids are showering right now. Get ready. We going to the kitchen tonight.
They got good food at the
Yeah, it's a
kitchen.
good spot.
Yeah, I heard. So we going down there to get some of that good Oklahoma City soul food.
Proper introduction.
Yeah, I hope
Yes.
they treat you like home at the kitchen. Shout out to the kitchen.
Oh yeah, one of my my offensive coordinator, he knows the owner. So we should have a pretty good time there.
Coach Harrison, what you looking forward to tomorrow playing against the Douglas Trojans?
Man, I think it's just a great opportunity for our kids to get out of the city limits of Dallas and come and to be a part of the collegiate Red River Classic. We trying to start this thing for the high school kids and just get them to experience something that they never did before, as far as traveling, spending the night and that type of thing. That's a different dynamic that a lot of our kids doesn't get to do until they go to college. So that's something that we're trying to do at Kimball to give them a different experience.
And how excited were the players when they found out their first game would be in OKC?
They were excited. I have a lot of young kids on my team. So we went to Oklahoma University this morning before our practice, and they were just excited, man. A lot of those kids don't get a chance to get out of Oak Cliff. And for them to be able to get on a bus, travel, and go to Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, and then, it's a different experience for them. So all of those young kids, they were excited, and, they just ready to perform tomorrow.
No, Coach Harris, I want to ask you this. You played football, played at the highest level. Did you ever think you'd come back and coach at your alma mater?
It was always a dream of mine. My best friend was the high school basketball coach and at Kimball, and before he left and went to coach in the collegiate ranks. But I always wanted to be there with him while him coaching the basketball team, and I'll be coaching the football team. But it's like I never left, man. It's just like I've been, I graduated from Kimball, you know what I'm saying? So to come back and be a part of the, tradition that Kimball has, it's amazing.
Do you get flashbacks sometimes of your days running around those hallways and on that field when you're there, or is it a new experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's new because, man, I'm 54, man. I haven't been in school in 35 years. But at the same time, it's something that I could tell the kids, I'm from this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I walk these halls. So whatever y'all doing, I done already did it 2 and 3 times. So, it's instant credibility because I am a Kimball Knight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just instant credibility, man.
Coach Harrison, can you describe your coaching philosophy for the people here in Oklahoma City that are not too familiar with the Knights and how you coach football?
I am what they would be considered a player's coach. I coach my kids like I would want to be coached. You know what I'm saying? My door is always open. I am, I'm a personable coach, but I also need them to perform. You know what I'm saying? I don't play favorites. My favorites are the people who go to
some expectations that you want to see from your team tomorrow.
Like, man, we've been talking about, since January, man, we just want to execute. We want to simplify a lot of things that we've been doing. Like I said, we lost a lot of players last year, but we have a lot of young, talented kids that, they haven't done it before. So we have to, depend on a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors that hadn't played varsity football before. So right now, we just looking to come out and execute tomorrow and do the simple things right. Block and tackle. A lot of coaches get on podcasts and talk about all these schemes, and then at the end of the day, whoever blocks and tackle the best, that's who's going to win. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see my kids do. I want to see my kids block and do the technical things that you need to do to win football games.
Coach, you were doing player personnel at TCU. You're talking about you have young talent on your team. How do you evaluate your own players of the young talent and see what they need to work on and help implement that in practice from an overall basis?
I try to meet the kids where they are because I don't have a lot of 5-star kids. So I have kids that just love football, love the game of football, and I try to meet them where they are. And I keep it real with them. If I know you really don't have a chance to go to college, we talk about other things other than going to play football in college. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids ask to call me right now. They have a lot of aspirations of being a collegiate football player.
I think he said his player was calling him. That's what. Yeah, but Coach Harris, are you good? You there? Hey, Coach, I think you muted yourself one more time. I think this that button. Oh, he's gonna get himself. I mean, he spent knowledge. Coach Harris, it is.
Yeah, the one thing I love that he said already is as much football as he's played all throughout high school, college, NFL, and has been coaching in college and in high school. But the simplified approach to the game, I feel like that helps players understand the game in a different sense, and it doesn't take away that joy of the game. Just letting them fly around and play, that's something I would have loved to play under for sure.
No, yeah, and I think I liked how he said I don't have a bunch of 5-star kids, so I try to meet the kids where they're at. You know, and I think that helps kids' development. Let them be, okay, I'm going to work on this one step at a time. But also, I like his take. Oh, Coach Harrison?
Yes, I'm back, buddy.
We're back. He's back. But no, Coach, we just talking about, I know you're talking about, you know, meeting kids where they're at in development, and also talking about winning games comes down to a lot of tackling and blocking. But when did you realize that as a coach? Because I don't feel like you hear that from a lot of coaches. Like you're talking about coach about schemes on podcasts, but you broke it down into simpler terms. When did you learn that as a coach?
Man, I just being when I was assistant coach under Claude Mathis, under Todd Peterman, you know, those guys simplify things and just let kids play football, man. The less thinking that kids have to do, the more plays they're going to make. You know, a lot of people, you know, they have 100 plays in their playbook and they want to run all 100 plays, you know, just because they have them. You know, at some point, the coaches got to get out of the way of the kids and let the kids do what they do. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. You can have all the knowledge, but if you don't have some Jimmys and Joes and some Tyrones and some Pookies, you ain't gonna do nothing. you ain't gonna do nothing. You're not gonna be successful. You need kids to implement your scheme. So that's what we do at Kimball, man. We let our kids run around and play and have a good time playing football.
And Coach, you just talked about some of the coaches that you've coached on in the same staff. Just kind of take us through your coaching journey and really what got you started and molded you into the coach you are today.
I started at DeSoto High School. I was there for 10 years under Claude Mathis, and when Claude left, Todd Peterman became the head coach. And I went to Red Oak for 2 years, and I played up under a legendary coach by the name of Chris Ross. And then I went to TCU, and, you know, I was with Gary Patterson, and then when Gary left, I was with Sonny Dykes. But, you know, I've taken a lot from each guy and put it in my pot of gumbo and made it my own. You know what I'm saying? So each one of those guys have taught me something that I can take to help me to be a better coach.
Coach, when you first took over Kimball, what was your biggest things you wanted to change about the program?
I just wanted to change the culture of how they thought on a day-to-day basis. You know, sometimes when you don't think like a winner, you're not gonna win. You think like a loser, you're gonna lose. So when I first got there, the first thing I wanted us to do was just run on and off the field. You know, that was the first thing that we talked about. We're gonna run on and off the field. That was the first thing that I corrected. You know, and now if you see my program now, we run everywhere. We run in the class. We running. If you see some kids running, jogging, that's the football. That's the football team. You know what I'm saying? Once we hit the grass, everybody's running everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we are a high up tempo team. We are a inside zone team that throws the ball vertically. And if you guys come out tomorrow night, you're gonna see the ball thrown vertically a lot because that's what we do.
And what are some of your non-negotiables for some players? Because there's a lot of controversy when it comes to having talent sometimes and trying to have them be as disciplined as you want. But just kind of talk about your approach there.
My job is bigger than X's and O's, and a lot of coaches are not gonna say this, but my job is to make these kids productive citizens in the community. So if you're not going to class, if you're being disrespectful, you're not playing for Kimball High School. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? So those are just some small things that you should learn as a kid, that you're gonna be respectful. Go to class. You're a student athlete. That's a non-negotiable for me, because the principal that I have in my school right now he's zero tolerance for kids that not getting their books, man. So it starts with Dr. Hughes, and then it filters down to the entire school, man. So, but at the same time, the expectation is very high for the athletes at Kimball High School. You know what I'm saying? So, and the kids understand that. If you're not getting it done in the building is not gonna take care of you. And that's one of our sayings at Kimball. Take care of the building, and the building will take care of you. So that's a motto that we live by on a day-to-day basis. And what that means is you're gonna take care of the building, you're gonna take care of the teachers, you're gonna take care of the hallways. If somebody is food on the floor, we're gonna pick it up. We're going to pick it up. We're going to make sure our school is clean, and we're going to make sure our teachers are able to teach in class, and we're going to lead by example.
Coach, I want to ask you this. I know you talked about this Red River rivalry being big for the experience of your kids, but what does it mean for the states of Texas and Oklahoma, you guys playing each other and trying to make this an annual thing?
It's amazing, man. It's one of those things where if we can get this thing going and get some more teams from Texas and do like a jamboree, a whole weekend full of Texas versus Oklahoma, where you guys come to Texas and we come to Oklahoma, if we get this thing going, man, it'll turn out to be a really big thing.
And just to set the table a little more for tomorrow, Coach, what do you know about the Douglas Trojans and Coach Turner?
I know it's a legendary school. When we pulled up today, man, we were excited that it was a nice school. They had nice facilities. From what I see on film, man, they play hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was telling our kids. We coming forward to a dogfight, so we got to be ready to play. You know, we didn't have much film on them. You know, it's the first game of the season, so everybody's going in blind. But you know, it's a legendary school. You know, it's kind of like our school. It mimics our school. They win state championships in basketball, kind of struggles in football, kind of like us. You know what I'm saying? We've been 8-3, 8-3, 7-4, 8-3, but the basketball team, they done won 3 state championships in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Kind of similar to what Douglas has done. So it's athletes in the building, man. We just got to utilize them the best way we can.
And Coach, I'm gonna ask this, and you can answer this however you want it. You got any predictions for tomorrow or anything?
Oh, it's Kimball, dog. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's Kimball. I don't have a score, but it's Kimball all day.
And of course, Texas is all about football, but I know you've had some experience in California. Of course, now you're going to have some Oklahoma teams under your belt. Just talk about how you think Texas football is different and stands out versus the other states and talents.
Well, I think it stands out because of the things like the stadiums. I don't know if you guys have seen the stadiums in Texas. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, some of the stadiums that we have in Texas, you know, it rivals some of the smallest, you know, Division II, Division III schools. You know, people take football serious in Texas. You know, as you know, Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia, you know, those places like that. But man, you know, towns close down in Texas for football. You know what I'm saying? So if it's some good football to be played, man, people gonna be there.
Coach, this is gonna be my last question for you.
Okay.
And I ask a lot of people this, but what motivates you to be the great man you are and mentor to kids?
I think, man, my dad was a little league football coach for 30 plus years, man. And my dad gave back for 30 years. I had to share my dad for 30 some years, man. You know what I'm saying? So that fueled me to give back. And it's just like right now, some of the people that my dad coached, I'm coaching their kids. You know what I'm saying? So my dad fueled me to be the person that I am right now and to coach and do what I do.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for coming on Super Radio. We'll see you tomorrow at the game, and good luck and enjoy the kitchen night with your team.
Already, fellas. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right now.
That was Brandon Bam Harrison, head football coach of the Kimball Knights. Damon, what'd you think from that interview?
I think he's a good guy. Good guy and a good coach. Extremely excited to see what they do tomorrow and honestly throughout the rest of the season. He seems like, again, a humble guy that's trying to curate a group of humble young men to go out there and just do great things on the gridiron. They've had successful seasons, but just haven't been able to bring home that gold ball. And it's tough in Texas.
No, it's Texas, baby. He said they close down towns for some football. You know, we don't do that here.
No, it don't all close. We might pack the stands out pretty good.
Bixby might close down.
Because, they know what they seeing. That's just a different pedigree.
Yeah.
But, I think they're going to do some great things, and I think they can bring it home.
No, and it's going to be a good game tomorrow night. Like I said, Jamin Dawson's going to be calling the game tomorrow night if you guys want to listen to it and watch it on stream. But we're going to go to break here. Next, coming up is Jessica Linson, the athletic director for the Douglas Trojans here on the east side. But we'll be back.
don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back to Super Prep Radio. I'm Miles Perry. I'm here with Damon Dawson, and we have a special guest with us right now. We have the athletic director of Douglas High School, Jessica Linson. AD Linson, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're good. We're happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me come.
No, and can you pull your mic a little closer real quick?
Yeah. Am I good?
Now you're great.
Okay. Awesome.
You have a big game tomorrow.
Huge.
Dallas Kimball's coming to town. They're playing at your guys' home base. Mm-hmm. Now, how do you feel about that game? What does it mean to your program?
Oh, I'm super excited that we were able to do that, especially with just the history. Like, I just listening to Bam talk about how so similar we are, just to having two African-American schools that can be able to come together and on the field and compete, and them being from Dallas, being able to learn about Oklahoma City and given the opportunity when we go down there to Dallas to get our kids out the area to expose, and just for our school, just putting them on the map, creating an atmosphere that our kids, like Bam said, like the Red River Classic for high school. So hopefully we're able to bring this back.
And how important was that to implement that and get that done and try to just lay the foundation for that to keep building for years on?
Oh, just extremely. So I'm not from Oklahoma. Like, I'm from Dallas. So I'm still figuring out the Oklahoma ways. But in Texas, football runs it. It runs the state, it runs the city, it runs your school. Like Bam said, whole city shut down for it. And I believe football is important. So it was like, hey, let's implement something new here, bring something fresh to the east side, something that our community hasn't seen before. So I just really reached out to some Texas schools. I knew Bam, I knew the similarities of our programs, and I was like, hey, let's get it going.
Now, AD Linson, can you tell us how you got the Douglas job? Because you're from Dallas.
I am.
And that's a interesting switch of
Very,
scenery, right?
Very.
And different lifestyles, different speed of the city.
Uh-huh.
So how did you get the athletic director job at Douglas?
Okay, so I've been coaching for 20-something years, give or take. I was a head coach for 10 years, and I was at Wiley High School, which is like a little suburb outside of Dallas. And I was kind of getting in the point where I was like, hey, where's my next step? Where's my next journey? What am I going to do? And I'd been interviewing for like AD jobs. And the feedback, assistant AD jobs at that point. So the feedback was like, hey, we know you're a great head coach, but you got to start thinking like an AD, like the holistic approach. And like a coach, I'm like, I got to practice. How am I going to get better? I set an Indeed alert for assistant AD jobs. And literally the assistant AD job of recreational sports came first, like at the downtown level. And Shane had like emailed me. I didn't hear anything. Went for like a month. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm still coaching basketball. All is good. I had a really good team coming back. Didn't even think about it. Maybe a month. Douglas opens. Didn't know too much. Shane's like, hey, would you still be interested to come down here and interview? And I'm like, okay. Like, sure. Let's get this experience. They're not going to hire me. This is Douglas. All this tradition, all this history, they're going with somebody for Oklahoma. It doesn't hurt. But I still need to interview because in Texas, I'm a week before my basketball season started when I interviewed.
Dang.
Yeah, a week. A literal week for my basketball season interviewed. I had the top freshman in the state, and I'm probably finna make a run. But I was like, hey, I need the experience. Like, let's go. I interviewed on a Tuesday, 8 o'clock in the morning. I remember. I drive home, and I drive around Oklahoma City. I'm like, okay, this is cool. This ain't a bad little area. It was literally my first time in Oklahoma City. I drive back home, don't think anything of it. Go to basketball practice the next day. Shane calls me Friday of that week and offers me the job.
No, what was it going through your head when he offered you? You'd be like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, okay, hold on. Are you serious? Like, is this really what we're doing? And then Kevin Jones, like, it's our great principal, texted me like, hey, we got to make it happen. What do we need? What do we got to do? And I said, okay, God, if you open every door, then I'm going to come. From housing to my daughter, just every door was opened. And I said, okay, this is it. This is the spot. And I just bet on myself.
No, I got to ask this.
Yeah.
Lifestyle, like I said earlier. You said you drive through Oklahoma City. It's a cool little town.
Yeah, cool.
Now from Dallas, and I have friends from Wiley, so I know Wiley.
Oh, yeah, you know Wiley. Yeah. I didn't live in Wiley, though.
Okay. So you live in Dallas?
I lived in Uptown.
Okay.
So
okay,
yeah.
That's why she said small little town.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said she just isn't Dallas.
No.
We're on the way, though. We're on the way.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City's on the way.
Yeah.
So how's that transition from going from a big, top 10 city?
Yeah, for sure.
Life's moving fast.
Yeah,
and it
for
comes
sure.
a little bit slower pace.
Yeah.
But how is that transition going?
I love it. It's just enough city, just enough country.
Okay.
And I honestly think it's because where I reside at, where I live at.
Okay.
I don't want to live any other suburb or any other place.
Okay.
I like Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
For now, it's going in the next 3, 4, 5 years. It's gonna be Little Dallas.
Yeah, for sure.
And
yeah.
I'm kind of nervous about that because the traffic's already bad. But
and it's not.
But you're used to the standstill.
I am. I used to. Every time when I go back to Dallas, I get upset because I'm like, why am I in the car? This doesn't happen anymore. Okay. Why am I here?
Because here you can go point A to B like
nothing.
Yeah, and that's not convenient. That's convenient.
Yeah, but in Dallas, point A to point B is 45 minutes.
I love Dallas.
Why?
Because you can speed on them highways.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it the traffic or the drivers? Because I
feel like you can speed here.
Oh, Dallas.
I feel like you can speed here.
Y'all 70 is 80 there. Our 70 here is like everybody's gonna drive 60 and 60 to be safe.
If you ain't going 70, they kind of pressing up on you like, get out the way.
Yeah. And the cops don't really pull anyone over. I see them going the same speed as everybody else.
Yeah, you really got to be doing something to get pulled over down there, I think.
It is true. It's a little different.
Okay. No, yeah. I just had to ask it, Jamie. You got something you want to ask?
What was everybody's reaction when you got the job? Like your players, family, and all that. How was that?
My players that I left, it was probably one of the hardest ones I've transitioned from schools, but that one was hard. It was hard. A part of me being at Wiley was just about, I was really, really into the culture of the school. So it was devastating. I would give that description. They were crying. It was bad. It was tough. Family, it was different, right? I have a little girl. Her name is Hampton. She'll watch this. So, hi, Hampton. She didn't come with me the first part. So I just allow myself to settle a little bit. So that was hard. Not because you're coming out here on your own. I literally knew no one. My first day on the job was my third day in the city. So that was hard, as I reflect back on it. It was probably one of the hardest things I did. But I think in life, you got to gamble, You got to bet on yourself. And I just took a bet on myself.
What does the Douglas Trojans mean to you now? You've been here for a while now.
Uh-huh.
So what does it mean to you, being a part of the program and getting acclimated?
Oh, it's just a privilege. I have a lot. I do think people, just because I'm not from here, right, are like, she doesn't know. No, I have so much pride in it and so much belief in it. And I get the culture and I understand how much it means to this community. And my theme is, when I interviewed, was honor the past, build the future. So I really feel like my love to show to Douglas, my dedication to Douglas, is advancing us to the next step by creating these events of having Kimball come down.
Yeah. And how does it feel? You're going to create that hear it a little bit too with Soul Bowl, hosting Soul Bowl this year. And this is your first year host Soul Bowl, right?
Yes.
So how's that? I know you're excited for that. That's like HBCU weekend here in Oklahoma City.
Yes.
So and for high school, so how do you feel about hosting Soul Bowl?
Oh, just super excited. And then like you don't know like the connection you have. I probably have 20 friends that either went to Millwood or have family that went to Douglas. Like when I got the job, they're just like, oh, my grandpa went to Millwood. My uncle went to Millwood. Hey, girl, we're going to be up for Soul Bowl. We're going to be at Millwood. Like, you don't even realize that all this connection is that deep.
Yeah.
So I'm just really, real excited of being able just to put on a great, great event for the community.
You talk about tradition. That's tradition right there in itself, saying we're going up just for the game, right? So,
And then, like, we have a new press box. So just being able to showcase all our the facilities, just all some small implementation changes that we're making just to give it a more college-like experience. I'm just so excited about that.
Well, I'm excited for
that. Was my next question. I was going to ask about the renovations because it looks nice. I've been driving by it for a while. It looks really nice. Is there anything else that you have in the works in the future or the near future that you could think of?
Like near future, like I know with the addition, the hiring of Rodney Hill, it's gonna be some things that you're gonna see coming on at Douglas. Some events with Texas, just kind of keeping the Texas Oklahoma thing going. So doing like parlaying it through all sports. So doing a lot of things like that. Rodney with his collegiate experience, you're gonna do some clinics. So it's gonna be a lot of special kind of things coming from Douglas very soon.
You kind of answered my next question. But I was going to ask about adding Coach Hill as a new head boys basketball coach. How did that hiring process go? I know I talked to Shane a little bit about it, you know, and but I want to hear from you yourself.
Yeah.
How was that process going? What made you okay? He's our guy.
Yeah,
I know he's at Auburn. You know.
Yes, he was at Auburn, A&M, TCU.
Yeah.
So it's a misnomer. Everybody thinks Texas people know everybody. I did not know him. Okay. Like we had no like past relationship or anything like that. Of course, recruiting, like you know, because we might have been like I think he might have been in contact with some of my kids, but had no clue. Yeah, but previously when we got up there, the process was intense. It was probably 40 to 50 applicants. He was not the only college coach. We had 3 or 4 college coaches, JUCO coaches. Like we had a huge group of applicants to choose from, and he just stood out at every round. Every round, it was just something different about him. He's captivated the room, and it odes to him. Like we haven't lost any kids, we've gained some kids. He was able to bring 3 great staff members that have their teachers in the building. So just the aura of our school building has changed.
I got 2 things to say to add to that, Jamie. Yeah. She said we didn't lose anybody, we retained everybody, and that's the craziest thing I'm hearing right now in high school sports. You know, with the transfer report and all that. And that was the biggest thing. My question from covering you guys and all these other sports and coaches is you know, Coach Steve's impact on the program, and then he's an Oklahoma City guy. I was curious to see who was going to stay and leave, or you know, quietly leave, or you know, not leave at all.
Yeah.
So and talking to some of your boys over there, they love him.
Yes.
So, you know, so I think it was a great hire if they say they love him, right? And another question I was going to ask for you: what do you think about these kids transferring like it's college? I know I talked to Eric McCurdy, who's the executive athletic director for Tulsa Public Schools. And he worked in higher ed forever.
Yep.
And he said it always just trickles down. So what do you think about that? It all trickling down to high school sports from higher ed?
So somebody asked me the question about Texas and Oklahoma, right? Like the difference. Yeah. So in Oklahoma, in Texas, you can't transfer.
Oh. I didn't know that.
You can't. You have to bona fide move.
Okay.
And then it goes to district where the district decides. Then it goes to a governing body. In Texas, governing body is attached to the state.
Okay. See, the OSSA, Governor Stitt just abolished the sit-out rule, which was a bill. So it was in Oklahoma. So now it's really this free reign.
Free transfer.
So I do think it's good and bad because it's simulating college, right? They get the control of, I can make the decision. I can make the decision for my family because I get to, for my daughter, I academically can move her and put her in the best situation. I feel like it should be the same. in my personal opinion. Do I think it's getting out of hand? Oh, yeah, but it's getting out of hand from college. So it's just the trickle down. I could say in college for 6 years and make $6 million. Yeah. So, the trickle down is going to happen. It's just how do we monitor it? What does it look like? Right.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I'm not trying to put it out there, and people be like, clip this and be like, oh, Miles said there needs to be unions in high school basketball. It's kind of like high school sports, because the OSSA does have a rule where you can get paid. You can have your school and logo in there. It can be your name, image, likeness, but no school affiliation. So that's why I'm like, at some point, it probably might have to get unionized in high school sports. But
I think Oklahoma's the head.
Okay, you do?
I do.
Okay.
In that capacity.
Okay.
I do. Because what's going on. That's what the kids are going to in college. That's so it's
preparing them.
Yeah, in some ways, yes. It's a business.
It is business, yeah.
At the bottom of the line, like I tell kids, when you go to college, you're getting a scholarship for X amount of money. It's a business. They expect a return.
Yeah.
The scholarship.
It's an investment.
Yeah. It's a return on investment, ROI.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a return on investment.
I love your take on that, because AD Linson, I'm serious, because when me and Jamon have been talking about this all summer, I've been talking it for the last 2-3 years. Now it's coming to light for real. This is serious. But you just broke it down and openly talked about it. I think people are still kind of scared to talk about it, like in higher positions in athletic directors, coaches, because they don't want, they don't want everything what they're doing. I can respect that, but you actually and put it in light. You put it in light. So, because you broke it down from a perspective I don't think parents get, because parents are mad that we promote kids transferring. Like, oh, they're not in college, but I'm like, it's basically becoming that. So I appreciate that. That's Jamon, you got anything to add on that?
I mean, to whom much is given, much is required. So I understand that. I think that just kind of logically it makes sense to me. Now that I think that's kind of the aspect that people feared about it is how kids will respond to it. But I think some of them are open to the challenges. It's a different age in athletics. Of course, the kids are more prepared for what's to come. So I feel like they're kind of embracing that more too.
I didn't know in Texas you can't. There's moves like that.
Yeah, no. So the number one quarterback, I think, in the U.S. that was like committed to Georgia, he moved and he got denied and transferred out of Texas.
But I see a lot of that happening though with these national recruits.
Yeah, a DB moved to North Crowley that he got denied. Yeah.
He just early enrolled.
Yeah, he just early enrolled.
To Austin.
Crowley's good at football too. I didn't even.
It was 3 that got denied like that. Wow. So you can't move. You can't do that. It's got to be legit.
So he said,
moves.
"Forget my senior year. I'm just gonna go to college."
Yeah, he early enrolled.
He really early enrolled.
Yeah, number 1 DB in the country, I believe.
Dang, I'm late on that one. Y'all just informed me on that.
It's him, the quarterback. It was 3 of them that they got denied in their DECs, which is the Texas version of like eligibility.
Yeah. And
they got denied and they left.
Okay.
So that's why I say Oklahoma is ahead. Yeah. In that way.
And they just passed this rule like 3 years ago, but it's coming to be in use now. So I was kind of interested on seeing how people. I'm kind of curious on why everybody's like, okay, I'm gonna transfer now, but I think, like I said, higher ed is kind of like showing they're doing it, we can do it too. So
everything's a trickle down. Like I've when Coach Hill, we talked about it, like why I was like, hey, that was one of the questions. Why do you want to come to high school? Like, you're leaving college. Tell me, why do you want to come to high school? And it was like, no, this is where it's all starting. This is the hub. It's not college. It's high school.
So now, this is, I guess what I call grassroots sport. I mean,
look at EYBL. How much money Nike makes off of EYBL.
And to talk about this, these kids are getting paid now to play on the
So, and Adidas and Under Armour and Kyrie and Puma and all these numerous circuits that they have. It's a reason.
And I was going to ask you this too, real quick, because you're in the world, you know what's going on. Why do you think, I'll say old school parents, and people that are of an older age watching that love high school and amateur sports, why do you think they get mad that all this is not happening in the younger sports and it's trickling that from that perspective? Because they don't like it. They don't like it being promoted that high school kids are trans. What do you think they are getting mad about? When it
I
comes
think it's just because non-traditional. Because honestly, I'd be lying and tell you if I liked it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like at first I was like, I don't like this. Like, why can they transfer? Like, I would have a debate with like one of my good friends that's a football coach. Like, why? Why they can? If they're committed, they should stay there. But he was like, but the kids are producing the product. The kid is playing. The kid is out there doing it. So why are we taking now? The kid has control. And when he kind of started breaking it down to me, I was like, that is right. Yeah. It is. Has it gone too far left now? Yeah. Like 100%. I kind of think like Gino, it should be when they get in college, it should be a contract. Yeah. You break it, you got to deal with whatever consequences.
Legal consequences.
Yeah, like it should be like you're a contract, like it's a contract.
How do you think that changes the way people coach, and how would that change the way you coach if you were in that situation?
Oh, college would be very difficult. Like, Penny Hardaway kind of talked about it in Memphis, like, because you're recruiting every day. You're recruiting your own kids and the high school landscape has changed to that. You got to recruit your own. And that's big I feel like to be successful in Oklahoma, you have to have a little bit of high school and a little bit of college in you, because you're recruiting. You're recruiting your own kids because they have the ability to leave more than it would. So yeah, it would definitely change if I was, but that's probably why I'm not anymore.
I want to switch the topic up because Shane Sanders talked about this a lot lately. He wants to get the participation rate
for sure.
right up in sports in Oklahoma City Public Schools. What are you doing to make athletes want to participate more in sports at Douglas?
Yeah, so Dr. Post guardrails 4B. So by 2035, the participation rate needs to be 50% of all Oklahoma City athletics in the athletic program. So two things, like we use our 4 C's, which is like our coaching, professional development. So we're spending a lot more time like investing in our coaches. And our thing for Douglas, like we're working on our vertical alignment. So really being super, super attached with Moon. So this year you're going to see a lot more intentional clinics and camps involving our middle school coaches to close the gap. So we make sure when we go from 8th to 9th that those kids are participating in sports. So you'll see middle school games where it's going to be like Little Trojan Night. And even not only for our middle school, but for our elementary teams. Me and Coach Hill are working on an intramural league just inside of the east side. So each elementary team will have a team, and the high school kids coach them. So just creating opportunities for them to participate, and then we can start tracking kids when they're younger.
That's cool. Intramural league, that sounds cool. Yeah, I wish I was a little kid playing in the intramural league.
Yeah,
the kids would have been super excited. I know they will be whenever that kind of gets flown. That would be a great thing.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a great idea. That's a good idea. I wouldn't have thought something like an intramural league, but I think it's great that Oklahoma City Public Schools is being more involved with the middle schools, because you see the school districts that have this one school, they're heavily involved in sports, like Bixby, for instance. They start their football stuff from Little League all the way, and that's why they continue to be. So I think that's a great idea to start doing that now.
It's similar in like Dallas, the better like South Lake.
Okay.
They're playing 7-on-7 football, 5th and 6th grade.
Yeah.
Running the high school, running the high school offenses. Lancaster, Duncanville, it's the same kind of pattern that there. So we're really working. I know for me, because I've seen it, we're really working on that in our feeder of the east side, creating those intramural programs, and it creates the pipeline.
Yeah.
So we're not losing the kids to the suburban schools.
Okay. I like that.
And we know, of course, with your coaching history, you've advocated for women's sports as well. You've spoken publicly about some of those things. So just kind of tell us about your perspective on the growth and what could possibly change.
Yeah, so for me, the part of coming to Douglas is Coach Woods. That was super attractive, right? Like to have somebody that's coming in. I came in, they lost in the state finals. We lost in the state finals last year. But just to see the power of that. And then for me, as being, I think I am the first African-American female AD in Oklahoma City Public Schools. So
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. But being able to carry that claim, carry that weight, and then being able just to grow into our female sport. So even for me, like our volleyball team has 3 teams. I can tell you the last time that Douglas girls have had 3 teams for volleyball. Being able to extend my branch and watch it grow. So I'm super excited for like the girls sports at Douglas, and I do spend a lot of energy in for them. And just I feel like Oklahoma City's like ripe for that. I really do feel like I came at a good time when the city's fixing to bust. And I just want to be in the mix. I want Douglas to be in the mix. I want the East Side to be in the forefront of all those things.
How big is student athlete development to you? I know that's a big thing you guys are big on over there at Douglas. But how have you guys been trying to do that too in the classroom?
So really part of that, we started this sports management intern program. Okay. So they hang out with me. So they see the other side, how you can go to school to be like a manager. And we do a good job for us of just creating opportunities for kids. Shout out to Kevin Jones. So making sure not C's don't get you in school. So that's a big thing that we're doing this year. Hey, stress to your kids, we don't get C's. The expectation is A's and B's. How I'm supporting them is having student athlete of the month. We're looking at their grades. We're grade checking them once a week, and also coming up with the plans where our kids need gaps. We're closing those gaps. So Coach Hill, in his schedule, he's like our credit recovery teacher, so he's got some freedom to provide tutoring services for those kids if we need them.
That's great. That's great. So a student athlete of the month, do they get like a certificate or a poster up?
Yeah, like a post on our social media. You gotta follow us.
That's
on
even better. That's for our generation. That's even better. They love that.
You get a little TikTok, you get a little Instagram, you get an X post. So like just doing things like that to help them understand that like athletics is first, and that should be your vehicle. That should get you there.
Now, I know you said you wanted something different from coaching, but really wanted to make you be an athletic director. Like, what was this the edge for it, or you did?
No, you can touch more people.
Okay.
When you coach, I'm only touching my 60 kids. Like when I left Wiley, I had 60 kids in my program. So they were my immediate touch. But now I can touch kids, I can touch adults, so my reach expands. And I'm doing the only thing that I feel like can change the trajectory of somebody's life. And I can still do that from the seat.
That's dope. Yeah, I never thought of it like that. That's really cool. That's really cool.
It is. You graduated in sports management, too, correct? So did you see yourself doing this at some point? Did you just want to coach as long as?
No, I didn't even want to coach. No. So I interned for the Bobcats. Do y'all remember the Bobcats? Yeah. So I went to Liberty, Virginia, and I interned for them. So I thought I was going to be like an NBA girl working in like community relations or like advertising or something. And my dad got sick, so I moved back to Texas, and I had to get a job. And my brother was a coach at Cedar Hill, and I was like, hey, coaching, it's good money. And I just fell into it. I started out as a middle school coach. So I literally coached at every level. I was a 7th grade coach, 8th grade coach, 9th grade coach, JV coach, varsity assistant, and I became a head coach.
Did you ever want to go back into the NBA or in that field of work? Or
When I got into teaching and coaching, no.
Okay.
No, I never did. But that's my degree. But I'm good at events. Okay. So I can plan like the Kimball thing.
And it goes with being an AD.
Yeah, I'm very. That's one of my strengths is the event planning. So that my minor's in business.
Now with Coach Hill at the helm of basketball,
yeah, for sure.
And I know Coach Steve was doing that like jamboree thing, having teams from different states come and play. Are you guys gonna continue to try to do that?
No. Okay. Not in his first, not in his first year. Okay. We're just letting him get his feet wet. He is going to do the scrimmage, like the super. I think it was like super, whatever. We're going to do that, but we're just going to let him get his feet wet. And then I just want, for my coaches, I want them to have their own stamp on their thing. So I want him to get his feet wet, and then just support him when he creates his own events, Turner was just an absolutely amazing partner with me when I thought of this Kimball thing, because most people think she's crazy. But I was like, no, let's do it. And he was totally behind it.
No, and I was surprised to see a Texas team on the schedule. You know, I think a lot of people were, because I don't know when the last time a team in this area, I'm not talking about Oklahoma Public Schools, I'm talking about of this area in general, has played a Texas team. So
I think it was like 15 years ago or something like that.
Was
I
it?
think
They
Douglas
said
played
this
DeSoto.
game existed.
I don't know if it exists. I don't remember.
I just remember my
They
grandparents
said they
went
did,
to Jerry's
yes.
World to go see
Yes.
Douglas play
Now, DeSoto in that game, because Maurice Prince from Moist Mill Falcons, him and Jay Swick called that game for Douglas.
Yes.
And they said DeSoto had more cheerleaders, had more players than the Douglas side. So
Yeah, I don't know how that would happen, because that wouldn't even be.
I think that is over exaggerated. You know how that.
Yeah. But at the time, I mean, 15 years ago, could have DeSoto.
DeSoto's always good too.
DeSoto's been DeSoto, so that's not too far fetched.
No, and so I mean, I guess we're bringing it back, right? So I'm excited for it. It brings something different to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, for sure.
We need some more different things going on this side of town, especially,
For
right?
sure.
But AD Linson's gonna be the last question for you. Who motivates you to be great? I know you're probably gonna say kids, but like besides that, but what makes you want to be great, and what made you want to touch all these people?
I think you meet people in your life, right? So when I was coached by, it was a lady named Barbara McCoy, who wanted to make me be a coach. My motivation of greatness, like what I want to be, it's like a little combination. I'm a little combination of Nick Saban, a little bit of why am I like literally drawing a break? Phil Jackson, and then it's my mentor who's in Dallas. Her name is Andrea Robertson, who coached at DeSoto. So I'm a little mixed, a little bit. So I think I pull all those things and use them to drive me. In my personal life, it's my daughter. You know, as an African-American woman, I love when she walks up and say, hey, my mom's AD, I'm good. You know, like, so personally, it's the drive that she gets to see me live a dream. Yeah. Like she
and be a leader.
Yeah, she gets to see me live a dream. She gets to see me be a leader every day. Like, it doesn't get too much better than that. It doesn't.
Well, AD Linson, we're going to thank you for coming on.
No, thank you.
Look forward to keep building our relationship with you guys over at Douglas.
For sure.
And we thoroughly enjoyed talking to you tonight. And go Trojans tomorrow. You got a prediction?
Let's go. I want a good game. Of course, let's go Trojans. By 1 or 2, let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just ready for some football. I'm
Yeah.
so ready to get out there, be under the lights, smell the concessions, see the cheerleaders, all the fans, parents.
No, yeah.
I think we're gonna have a good vibe. I think Kimball's gonna bring a lot of people. I think it's just gonna be a good.
That's a quick drive.
Super quick. Like Bam was like, I didn't know how quick it was. I was like, yeah, Bam, it's nothing.
Yes, 2.5, 3 hours maybe.
Yeah, depending on how you drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, super great drive.
Well, AD Linson, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you, Kyle.
Go Trojans. Good luck to the Trojans tomorrow. And we'll be back with head football coach of Douglas Trojan, Damon Turn next. We're going to break, and we'll be back. Oklahoma City, welcome back to Super Radio. I'm Miles Perry, here with my guy, Damon Dawson. We just got done talking to the Douglas Athletic Director, Jessica Linson. Great interview. Damon, what did you think about talking to A.D. Linson for a little bit?
I mean, it was a pleasure. Great conversation, talking about sports and talking about her journey. I think it's funny how you can be in those positions and have all the qualifications to do it, but you just don't know that's where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
She didn't think she was going to be a coach, ended up having a good coaching career, coached for a while, didn't think about really being an AD, then thought about it. Then the first interview, you get the job, and everything's just kind of going her way. And she's already getting things rolling, like this Kimball matchup, the renovations, you know, just trying to get everything going with women's sports as well, making sure that they're getting that attention, and they continue to do well, like the basketball team and the other teams. Saw the softball team playing when I left their practice. So I think they're in a good place, man.
Well, I think they are too. I'm excited for the game tomorrow. We got a special guest. He's finna come on right now. The head coach of the Douglas football team, Damon Turner. Coach Turner, can you hear us? How you doing, Coach?
Yes, sir. I'm doing all right. How you doing?
We're doing good. It wasn't too hot outside today, so Damon, I'm chilling. What about you?
I was sweating a little bit, but I didn't have a helmet and pads on, or not pads on, but a jersey, you know. So we sweating a little different.
Coach Turner, how you feeling about tomorrow? It's a big game versus Dallas Kimball.
Oh man, I feel good. We gotta go out and compete. Be ready to play. We had a good week this week. Had a good walkthrough today. So guys are excited. Everybody's excited, and we're just anxious to get out and on the field and have some fun.
And Coach, what do you know about Coach Harrison and this Kimball team that you're about to see tomorrow?
Not really much besides what we've seen on film. I got a chance to meet him today. We've talked a couple times previously, but they're a good team. Look like they're a good team on film. Got some good athletes. Got some guys that we got to kind of contain in space. Just play a good assignment football, and I think we'll have a chance to go out there and compete very well.
Now, Coach Turner, I know it's the first game of the year, and you guys have been playing against each other a lot in practice. But what do you think the identity of the team is going to be this year?
Oh, man, just control the line of scrimmage, be physical, fly around on defense. That's our motto. We want to play lights out on defense, be efficient on offense, and help those guys out, slow the games down a little bit, and use that 1,000 pounds we got up front and run the ball.
So, Coach, just tell us about some players that people should be on the lookout for tomorrow. But I want you to start with Tristan Logan because I've spoke to him a couple times. Impressive young man. You turn on the film, he's just as impressive. You really can't run on him. He's quick getting off those blocks. So just tell me about him and some other guys.
Well, obviously Tristan, he's our run stopper. Undersized guy, but guy benches over 400, squats over 500. Knows how to control those A gaps. He's a senior, part of our leadership council. We got Isaiah Traylor. He's going to play some running back and some linebacker for us this year. He's also a senior. And then we have another lineman. His name's Cruz LaViolette. Cruz is a big fella, getting some college opportunity looks. So those three guys. We got some young guys that Religio Ramirez, our slot receiver, is looking to get into some reps this year in his sophomore year and be good for us there.
No, Coach Turner, your 5 core values are commitment, accountability, discipline, effort, and sacrifice. So how do you hold your players accountable on and off the field?
Well, we have I won't say strict rules. Well, we as we really it's part of the mission. If we have something start, the players have to be there by 2:30. We don't do that late stuff. 1 minute late, and we're gonna get out on the field and do some bag pushes. So they understand what we want out of them. They've done a great job of our plan and implementing our vision, and it's a staple of everything, even in life, right? If you want to be something, you got to be disciplined and be able to hold yourself accountable if you're going to hold somebody else accountable.
And you got some good coaches to hold them accountable. I was at the walkthrough, and I heard a coach getting them together on the sideline if some of them were just not being focused and locked in. But just tell us about some of the coaches that you have. I know you got great experience, Coach Coates, Keon Williams. Yeah. Just tell us about what they're doing for you.
Oh, man, obviously Coach Coates that's my guy. He came over with me from Edmond Santa Fe. He's our defensive coordinator. Williams, that we've seen out today, he coaches our wide receivers, and I believe Coach Williams is still playing. I think he's playing in the CFL. We got DeMarcus Acey. He came to us from Missouri. DB coach, John Benson. He was with us last year in a volunteer role. He's our D-line coach, and now he's on our staff. So just some young guys. We got another guy, O-line guy named Jamil Dollarson. He came to us from Panhandle State, just a young guy with a bunch of energy. Got our young guys up front, really moving stuff. So we're excited, man. Got some good knowledge in the room. Got over 100 years of coaching experience in the room. So if you're a high school student with that kind of stuff,
Coach, it sounds like you have a lot of young, talented coaches on your staff. What made you get a bunch of young coaches on your staff to bring that energy that you're talking about in practice and implement it in the system that you're coaching?
Well, I think kind of just being in tune with the generation. You know, us guys that's over 50, we grew up playing a different kind of football with a different kind of coach. We had that coach that could grab you by your face mask and kick you in your butt a little bit, and nobody said anything, you know. So, but these young guys, man, just in the weight room, I don't understand some of this music these guys listen to these days, but the young guys are in tune with them, so they keep us young. So it's kind of good, bring the energy. John Benson, our D-line coach, this guy is, I mean, I don't know where he gets that in, but he keeps us going. Sometimes I have to be like, hey, man, calm down a little bit. You got my heart racing over here. So, but the kid, he adds so much excitement to our weight room. He's also our strength and conditioning guy. So that young energy is needed for this young generation.
And, Coach, I know you coach some other sports at Santa Fe and probably at other places. Just tell us about how that's maybe helped you in your coaching philosophy and how it kind of plays into football and will benefit your players.
Well, I was in high school. I was a wrestler as well. Also ran track, but I if you can make it out of wrestling, then man, you can accomplish anything in life. That's probably one of the toughest things that I've ever done in my life. The discipline, the sports actually correlate a lot. A form tackle is just a blast double, So a lot of the terminology, football and wrestling is the same. Linemen, our skill guys run track. I'm also the head track coach, so I get to spend a lot of time with these guys, grow and grow. We had a good run last year at the state meet, so skill guys are ready to put that on display on the field, and then we just keep going, man. Other sports have helped me in football.
And Coach, I want to go back to your coaching philosophy and ask, what is your coach philosophy? I know you just talk about your young coaches that bring energy and different mindset to the football team, but what's your coaching philosophy?
My coaching philosophy is relationships. First, you got to build relationships. You got to hold guys accountable. We're going to be on time. We're going to fight to the end whistle. And just like the last conversation we had, hey, our philosophy is it takes what it takes. We got to complete the mission. All right, we don't have time for excuses. It takes what it takes. We don't have time for you to be late. It takes what it takes. And if you want to accomplish something, you got to be on point with everything that you do. So that's how we approach it. That's my philosophy. Heart, will, discipline, mental toughness, effort, all those things that go into it. And our guys have bought into that.
And Coach, you used to play some ball back in the day as well. Just kind of tell us about that, your playing career, and honestly how being a former player just kind of resonates more with coaching your kids now, and how they kind of respect that in a different light.
Yeah, I started my career. I graduated from quality school. We won the first state championship back in '89. So we kind of started that tradition over there. I went on to play running back at the University of Wyoming and suffered some injuries there. Had some opportunities after that to just couldn't come back from. But got into coaching around 2000. My first job was at Carl Albert Middle School as a volunteer coach. Then I went over to Dale Crest Middle School a few years, spent a year at Dale City High. Then I was offense coordinator at Mount St. Mary for a couple years, and then I went out to Edmond Santa Fe, and I was out there for 10 years and got the opportunity to become over here at the head coach of Douglas.
Now, Coach, are you still calm? Are you calling the plays at Douglas still? Are you is someone else the OC?
Yes, sir. I'm still calling plays. Mm-hmm. And then I have an assistant offensive coordinator as well. His name is Terrell Williams. He's an offensive analyst, so he's actually our middle school head coach. But he comes up and just gives us some extra eyes. It's on Friday night, so. But yeah, for the most part, I call them. Yeah, but I use those guys' input. That's why I bring those young guys around, so they can start putting more imprint on that, and eventually I can step back from that and allow them to do that, and I can just drive the boat.
I like that, just drive the boat. Drive the boat. But no, Coach,
yeah.
What is this Red River rivalry being you, Dallas Kimball versus Douglas, that you guys are trying to build here for the future?
Oh, man, just a great opportunity for our community, our school, our kids, for them to go out and get an opportunity to express, to show what they can do against some Texas talent. Everybody talks about how Texas is top-notch high school football. And, I just remember back in the day, we had this thing called the Oil Bowl, and I don't ever remember us losing that. So, I feel some kind of way. I think we got just as good football here in the state of Oklahoma as they do in Texas. We just got more people down there.
And Coach, we know you from the Shady 580, but you've been in the city for a long time. You kind of know what it means to be the head coach of Douglas. So talk about how the community is going to come out and embrace you guys tomorrow, and how important it is for the kids to represent that.
Well, on that Shady 580. First, when I was in law, there wasn't no such thing as 580 when I grew up. We still had a 405 code. So I don't know nothing about that Shady 580. but we're gonna black out tomorrow, and everybody has been talking about it. The community is gonna be out. Stands are gonna be full. Hey, we got pep rallies, everything going on. Hey, man, this is Trojan right now. I mean, I don't know how much sleep I'm gonna get tonight. I might get about an I'm sitting here now watching film, just making sure, putting game plans together, making sure it's all right. Our guys are excited, man. Kimball got a chance to come over. We allowed them to do their walkthrough on our practice field today. So just got a chance to look at them, and I'm excited. Our kids are excited, community's excited, and we're ready to go out and put on a show.
Well, Coach, this is gonna be my last question for you, and you can answer this how you want to answer. What you got a prediction for tomorrow? We asked Coach Harrison this too. He said he got Kimball. He had, so we gotta ask you this too.
I got Douglas. I got Douglas all day, baby. Yes, I protect the house, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's what we got to do. We got to protect the house, right? We got to set the tone and protect the house. Yeah.
Shoot, I'll be on the call, Coach. So I'll be there live in the flesh tomorrow. Just ready to see y'all do y'all thing.
Hey, man, we appreciate you. Glad seeing you today. Always good talking to you and Miles, man. You guys are some good dudes, man. You give great interviews, and we love what you do for Oklahoma City Public Schools.
We appreciate that, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for coming on, Coach, and good luck tomorrow. Go Trojans.
Thank you, sir. You guys, too. Have a good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Damon Turner, ladies and gentlemen, the head football coach of Douglas Trojans. Damon, what'd you take from the interview?
Yeah, just another great conversation with Coach Turner. That's a coach I would love to have the pleasure to play for, to even have maybe some nephews or anybody in the future. That's just a great guy to learn the game from. Has a great perspective on life as well. He's got a good staff. Really just trying to continue to add to that tradition that we know Douglas has. So I'm just really looking forward to what he does tomorrow throughout the rest of the season.
And if you are a radio listener, listening to Super Radio right now, if you want to continue listening and watching the stream and the show, you can go to PPBC TV. The radio broadcast will stop here soon. But if you can keep watching, listening, you can go to PPBC TV on YouTube to continue watching. Brooklyn Miles is up next. Oh, she's on. And ladies and gentlemen, she is finishing a softball game.
Oh.
Hey, Brooklyn. How are you?
Hey, how are you guys?
We're good.
Doing good.
Did you guys win?
We did. We won 12-0.
Smoke them.
Dang. Who'd you guys play?
Yeah. we played Chelsea.
Okay. And for everybody listening right now, Brooklyn Miles is the number one basketball player in the class in the state of Oklahoma, in the class 2028. And you guys sound like y'all celebrating the win right now.
What'd you say? Sorry. What'd you say?
So you look
No,
like
not really. Hold on.
Oh, we're going to wait real quick.
Okay.
But Jamin, we should get somewhere more quiet real quick. We can talk to her real quick. Jamin, what'd you take from that interview with Coach Turner?
I just love the interview with Coach Turner, man. They're really embracing the challenge that comes in playing Dallas Kimball. They play good football. They both play hard, but this is really going to set the stage for what's to come later on in the season.
And it's gonna be a good game and good seats for Trojans. I feel like we talked to Coach Turner at Oklahoma City Public Schools Media Day last week, and we talked about how the trajectory of the program keeps going up. And I know them people on MLK mad about Soul Bowl, so down there in Millwood, they want that trophy back.
Yeah, they had the trophy for a while, so for it to be back at Douglas, man, is definitely something special, and I know they want to keep it there.
Here is now, Brooklyn.
Yes, I can.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. Kind of tired now, but good.
So who'd you guys play in softball? Because for people that don't know, she plays softball, basketball, she runs track, she does cheerleading, you do it all. So how was your softball game tonight?
It went good. Very hot, for sure. But yeah, it was good.
Who'd you guys play?
We played Chelsea.
Chelsea, you said that earlier. Chelsea, okay. Now, Brooklyn,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about basketball tonight. and you being the number one player in your class in the state of Oakland for class 2028. You're a 4-star on ESPN. You have 29 D1 offers. You had a great summer, but tell us about how the summer went this year playing AAU basketball.
I think it went really well. Just going out there and competing and just being ourselves. Our motto for this year was just play with joy. And I feel like towards the end, it really resulted in the joyfulness we have prepared for ourselves. And I don't know, it was just like a building season for us all. I mean, our whole team, I think, has an offer from the summer. And it was a really good summer.
Yeah, how did you see yourself improving, or what is maybe something that you wanted to work on and implement in your game coming off of the summer?
I think more of just the leadership role, having a voice and just not being so scared of the opportunity is to portray myself and speak when I need to speak. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I'm just a very timid kid, and I don't always say what I need to say. So.
Well, you don't seem timid right now. You seem pretty outgoing. You're also the Stuco president, right, of your school?
Yes. I'm Stuco president, and I just got class president.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
So what does it mean to be a leader to you?
I don't know, just putting forth all the effort I can give and just dominating and everything, making sure everybody knows that this leadership role is important to me.
And how do you kind of balance all that? Because first of all, you usually don't see the dynamic of playing all the sports that you play, as well as cheerleading and being involved in student council. I'm sure those are some busy days, but how do you balance it all and just see it more as a privilege?
I kind of balance it just by ear. It's very manageable, I feel like, and our coaches make it easier. I also feel like just keeping Jesus at the forefront helps that a lot, and just knowing that it'll be okay.
Now, what is it like playing for Pawhuska, and being from, a small town and representing them and doing all these big things for the town?
It's fun. I like being in a small town. It's our community is really strong, and everybody's always at every game. I don't know. It's been good every year since freshman year, so.
And how do you kind of balance all the publicity right now? You're getting a lot of offers, like Miles said, 29. I'm sure more will continue to come in. But how do you kind of just humble yourself and stay even keel?
I feel like, honestly, the only right question is Jesus. Just having the humility he had and, how he died on the cross. He didn't boast about it. He just died for us and had humility doing it. So I just think that's how I try and base my life on it. And with all this, you said, publicity and everything, I think that's the main point. And
you have 29 D1 offers going into your junior year, which is, crazy, and not a lot of people have that opportunity. Do you have a dream school? I know you getting out curved by everybody. Do you ever have a dream school growing up? Where'd you want to play at?
My dream school is UConn. I don't know. I just like how they play. I liked watching Paige Beckers when she played. It was just fascinating.
There have been a lot of greats that came out of UConn. So is Paige your favorite, or do you have any other favorites?
I'd say Paige is my number one favorite, for sure.
Who's the school recruiting you the hardest right now, would you say, out of all the 29 offers?
Honestly, the hardest, I would say Nebraska, for sure.
Shout out to Maddie Stewart. Yeah, Oklahoma. She's on Nebraska. So is she hitting you up a little bit, or it's just coaches?
It's just coaches right now.
Okay, she's probably hit you here a little bit, then to get you to come be a Cornhusker, and UConn. You might get that offer this season or this upcoming summer. You have another school you love to get offer from?
Not at the moment, no.
And then, of course, like we talked about, all the accolades you've been able to accomplish so far, and all your teammates were able to get offers as well. Just talk about how much of a pleasure that is to have eyes on you, but that also gives your teammates different looks, and they're getting opportunities based off of how they're producing.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a big blessing for us all, just because nobody really knew who JYD was, what our club was about, who was in it, or anything like that. And I feel like this summer, like, we really went out and worked our butts off and got, like, the opportunity and showcasing we deserved. Well, not deserved, but, like, we wanted. And, like, everybody, all the coaches were there, everybody their best because they're going to go far.
Now I want to talk about some of the accolades you have as going. I think it's crazy going to your junior year. You've already reached 1,000 points. You have over 500 rebounds, over 200 assists, over 300 steals, over 100 blocks. But over 1,000 points going into your junior kind of screams off to me. What does it feel to have that accomplishment going into your junior year, which most people reach at their junior or senior year? But you've already done it in 2 years of playing high school basketball.
I would just say it just proves my hard work. I don't know, just playing my best, and I feel like this year is going to be building upon that as well.
Do you have any goals for yourself when you hit the court again?
I think my number one goal is we just got a new transfer. Do you guys know Lane Dooley?
Yes.
From Lincoln Christian? Okay,
Yeah.
so she's at Pawhuska now, and my goal is just to, like, make her excel, and I really want her to hit her 1,000 points and all the same things I've got, because I know just what a great player she is. Like, it should be a fun year this year.
That's a big transfer to come into Pawhuska. Did you help get her there, or she just wanted to come?
I think our coach had a lot to do with it. He's like really good friends with her mom, and I think just like him being here, I feel like they really wanted to be here with him.
All right, like you said, you're just coming off a softball game. Just kind of talk about the joy you get from playing softball, and do you like being out in the outfield? Do you like getting outs? Do you like hitting stuff out the park? Like, what's your favorite part about playing softball?
I would say it's a little rough at first, but I just like the people within it. My friends and stuff who play, the coaches. I feel like they help me just be calm and bring me confidence, because I'm not a good hitter. I can bunt it, but I cannot hit the ball for my life. Like, it's so bad. But I feel like they just give me the confidence and joy just to go out there and have fun, not worry about if I get on or get out. Defense, on the other hand, I play shortstop, so I'm kind of just going through the motions right now. But soon enough, I'll be good. But it's just, I don't know, it's just another thing I do to keep me busy.
And going in to play running track and also doing cheer, what made you want to do those sports? Did you do them growing up, cheerleading and running track, or it just happened in high school?
Both of them happened in junior high. I was just like, why not try something new? Track, I can get faster by running. And then cheer, it's just really fun. Like, at Pawhuska, it's so small of a school, like, all your friends are doing it, so why not just do it?
So are you cheering at the football games and playing softball right now?
Yes. Yeah.
You are busy.
Very busy.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. So do you ever get with this worn out social battery? You know, because it sounds like you're around people 24/7.
I just try and get over it, because I feel like life's going to be surrounded by people. And the busier I get, the more people I see. So it's just trying to do my best. Yeah.
Well, Brooklyn's going to be my last question for you. And it sounds like you're a big believer in your faith and in God. But what motivates you to be great, you know, when it comes to your family or just being a great person?
I just feel like faith is always forefront of my life. Like, anything I do, it should be just like God. Like, people around me, show them faith and just the kindness I can pursue through them. Just knowing that God just loves everybody and that it should be known everywhere.
Yeah, I think that
my video
grace and humility will get you very far in what you're doing. You already have a lot of things lined up for you to be successful in the future, but I think that's a very important thing that you've mentioned a few times in this interview.
No, I agree. I think we have some technical difficulties right now. I think she's in the locker room. Can you hear us, Brooklyn?
Yeah, that's a bad one. I can hear you guys, but just.
I think we having some technical. She said she could hear us. I think. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm here? Okay, good. Yeah, I can hear you guys.
No, but would you say it again, Jamie? I don't think she heard. Did you? I don't know if she heard you. Would you?
I was just listening to your response, just saying that grace and humility that you continue to embrace will definitely get you far. You've already accomplished a lot of great things, but I think that's the most important thing to focus on.
For sure.
Before we let you go, who are you looking forward to playing basketball this year?
Who am I looking forward to playing basketball?
Yeah.
I actually have to get my revenge on Fairview.
Oh.
No need to shout out them, but they did us so dirty last year. They did us so dirty. I have to get my revenge. That's not okay.
Well, Fairview, you're the op. That's what it sounds like. She's coming for y'all.
Yeah, so. I am.
Well, Brooklyn, we're going to let you go kick it with your team. We want to thank you for coming on Super Radio. We're going to be following you all year, and good luck this year.
Okay, thank you so much. And have a good night.
You too, thank you. Well, she is a big believer in her faith. I think that's dope.
Busy too.
Busy. A lot of personality. Very busy.
I thought I was busy.
No, she's more busy than me. I thought I was busy. I think I'm busy 24/7, but she got something going on every day of the week.
I'm changing the hats 2 or 3 times every day.
Yeah.
Man.
Shout out to OKC Public Schools. He's repping the merch right now. He's wearing the hat, man. Shout out to my guy Tanner, supplying us with the merch.
Big shout out.
Big shout out. We're going to clip this and post this and say shout out Tanner. But what'd you take from her interview, Jamin?
I think she's on a great pace to continue to add on the success she's had. Raised right, we share those same beliefs. So I believe that's a lot to credit to her success and what she's able to do. So I'm just excited to see what she does, for the rest of her high school career, because college is just, I feel like it's going to take off.
I think she's on pace to probably get that UConn offer.
I think it'll happen.
I think it will too. She already got 30 of them things, so that UConn is.
It's only a few away. It's only so many more that can offer.
No, yeah. But every time I get on social media, I feel like I see her get an offer every day.
Yeah, when you got 30.
She got Rutgers yesterday.
Yeah, I saw Colorado a few days ago.
Yeah, so she got Rutgers yesterday. But no, yeah, she's gonna probably get UConn, most definitely. I'm interested to see what happens with her. But 1,000 points already, over 500 rebounds, over 200 assists, and 300 steals, and over 100 blocks. Only 2 years of playing high school basketball.
Then she said, "Yeah, I'm trying to get my teammate to do this too. She just joined the team. I'm trying to put her on. I'm trying to have her do the same thing.
I'm trying to get her to get to 1,000." No, but she was a good interview. She had there was a lot going on in that locker room. It's like that 12-0 win. They were celebrating that, and that was pretty cool. But week 0, Jamin, you ready for tomorrow?
Man, I'm ready. I wish I had time to watch and keep up with every game, but I do have the pleasure to call this game with Douglas and Dallas Kimball. So really looking forward to that, but a lot of great games. We mentioned pretty much all of them, but I'm looking for all of them. Norman North, Mustang, Choctaw, Battle of the Burbs in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Millwood Marlowe. Yeah. It's going down.
And that Millwood Marlowe game is going to be a big test for Mike Billingsley and the new era of the Millwood Falcons. That top 5 team in 3A. So we're going to see how that plays out. I'm excited to see that. Me and Maurice Prince, the voice of the Millwood Falcons, will be calling that game tomorrow, live on PPBC TV and live on 92.1 Heart and Soul and 1140. So it'll be a good game tomorrow. And I got to make this announcement one more time. December 5th, Quarter Dreams, presented by OKC Sports Radio 1.3 and Super Prep Langston Lions and basketball team versus Oklahoma City University men's basketball team. December 5th at Paycom. Quarter Dreams. Be there. It's going to be a good game.
I'm trying to be there for sure.
You're going to be there. You're going to be there.
Say no more.
And same day as the Super Prep Riding Stars middle school tournament at TB Fitness. So there's a lot going on for OKC Sports Radio and Super Prep. It's going to be the good day that Saturday. But next week, same time, same place. Me and Jamie are going to hold down for you guys. See you next week. We're out. Peace.
Hey, Sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com. Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.